Hey, this is Kathy, and there is Professor D, no better known to me as
But it's
Danielle.
D. It's just D, ma.
Oh, sorry.
They don't even know my government job.
And this is D, my baby, and we are here for Paranormal Partners in Crime.
PPIC. All right, ma.
And today we're going to be talking about dreams.
Nightmares in particular.
And I'm gonna let Danielle do the dream, start hers because
We're
she
gonna go
is
one for one.
okay. Because she's been picking at me,
No, because so like her dreams are hilarious. There's this one that
they're
has like
they're
scarred her for
they're
life.
they, they're not hilarious. They are
Hilarious.
scary. You know what? It's almost like Jordan Peele was in my head.
I think that he did Black Horse. I feel like he was in everybody's head actually,
But
and
mine
Sentence
was
does
before
too.
Jordan. But mine
It
was
was.
before him.
It was. It was. So like I think my first, well, not my first, but like my most vivid. So when I realized like I was a true dreamer and dreaming was my gift, had to, well, let's go into the history first. So a lot of cultures believe that dreams are like a gateway to the brain and like to your inner emotions and how to work things out. Some cultures believe that dreams are premonitions or they tell you about things to come. Other cultures and even scientists believe that dreams could be a way for you to connect with people like in an alternate universe. So when it comes to dreams, technically no one actually knows why we dream. And I really wanted to do research on this. I wanted to get my degree in paranormal sciences, but the
That
world is
wasn't
like,
happening.
yeah, I still like, so if you know any doctorate programs that would pay for me, I still want to get because I dream all the time and I interpret dreams all the time. So this is literally my life. I gotta show y'all something real quick. This is off script, but I gotta show y'all since we're here now. So in my phone, you will see that I have 1,145 dreams at least entered, and some of them have multiple dreams on it. So I'm serious in a dream game. And I was talking to mom recently. I saw this little girl. She grown. She's not a little girl, but I saw this little girl on TikTok, and she was talking about how our names were like a part of our destiny. And so I was telling mom, I was like, yeah, Daniel was one of the people in the Bible who interpreted dreams, and I'm Danielle. So I like that correlation. But my first nightmare that I'm going to bring to the table is we're living in a trailer. And I had this nightmare that there was this woman in this red dress coming down the hall. Okay, so our trailer was tiny.
Tiny.
Yeah, single wide. Like my room was so small, couldn't even fit the bed in it. And then I couldn't open my closet door because it was so tiny. Okay. But we were all in the
It
living
wasn't
room.
the dresser. Wait a minute. Wasn't the dresser behind the
It
doors?
was
That's why it couldn't open.
it wasn't really behind the door. The dresser was just in the room. But because of the way it was set up, yeah, it looked like it was behind the door, and so the closet wouldn't work all the way. So I had to try to like slide in the closet. So, but like funny enough, that trailer is, whenever I see it in my dreams, it represents like home and foundation.
Right.
So recently, off topic, I'll get back on. I had a dream of the house by the sawmill.
About what?
I'll tell you off because what happened
Okay.
the next day, it was a premonition to what was going to happen the next day, and I was like, bro, I didn't even see that coming. So me, Mama, and David, my stepdad, my dad, was watching TV, and there's this woman coming down the hall with a knife. She had a red dress on, a black woman, red dress and knife, and she was coming down the hall. And I kept asking David to help me, but he wouldn't help me. And she kept getting closer and closer and closer, and he would not help me. So by the time I woke up, I was heated, and I went straight to their room. Because not only was I mad, I now didn't want to sleep alone.
But she didn't want to sleep by David.
No, because he ain't helped me. He saw it
And that's
happening.
all you
He
kept
didn't help
saying.
me.
You didn't help me. He's like, baby, it was a dream. You didn't help me.
I was
Oh
heated
my
with that
God.
cat.
And he was like, baby, it was a dream, but you wouldn't help me. He's like,
Mhm.
how can I help you? It was a dream. And
Get right.
wait, listen, in that moment, it it did not make sense to you, no matter if it was a dream or not. He did not help you.
Hmm. And I was like, he a traitor. I don't want to sleep by him. Put me by my mom's because this woman with a knife is coming, and he ain't even gonna help me.
Oh
So,
my gosh. And she know I would have shut down wherever that woman was. That's
hmm.
too funny.
All right, Monica, what's your dream? Which
Oh,
one you gonna start off with?
I'm gonna start out with the good 18.
Was a good one. My these are nightmares.
Yes, but it's better than the one you want me to start out with. We're gonna do the 18 first, because you're gonna be laughing about the 18, about the other one.
I
So
am. We be
see you.
laughing at each other's pain.
Okay, so from the time I can remember, from a little girl, I remember dreaming that I was gonna die at 18, and not that I could feel any of the pain or anything, or I knew how it was gonna happen, but it was always, and it's so dramatic. I should have known that was me. It's so dramatic. It's like something happens. I never know. All I know is that I'm like crawling. I'm crawling in this high grass. And you know what is so funny? And there's like grass seed like in my hair. I know that's so crazy in it. Like the grass, the
Mhm.
seeds that that sprout up, and I'm crawling and I'm moving, and then it takes me to, it's like a bridge, and I don't listen. I don't even know why I'm crawling. I don't know if my legs was gone or whatever.
I
But
think it's a metaphor, but keep going because now I'm
okay,
getting stuff. Go ahead.
okay. So it's like a, you know how like the road goes up, but there, like the road is creeping up, but there's like a small bridge. I never go, I don't think I go across the bridge. I go like across, like close to the bridge, like over the side, and then going through more grass, and then I look around and I see like headstones. And then and then I go to this one headstone. It reminds me of like the Christmas Carol. I pulled back the grass because it's all grown up. I pulled
Hmm.
the grass back, and it says my name, says the year I was born in, but it's don't have it just says dies at 18.
Mm. So okay, is that end of the dream?
Yeah, and then I wake up and like, oh my God. Well, when I was like 12, I remember thinking, oh please, I still got a lot of time. You know,
You're like that's 6 whole years. I'm good, bro.
I'm
I got a
good.
life.
And then when I hit 17, I was like, I don't
Oh,
have a
that's
lot
right
of
around the
time.
corner. Hmm.
Yes. And
So.
then, wait a minute. And then when I went to the army, I had the dream when I was in basic training. And I remember thinking, because they had been giving us talks about to be careful because we're going to be using live fire.
Hmm.
And I remember them saying that somebody shifted, because you have to say something like I'm shifting my fire or something like that. It's
Hmm.
been so long. And they said that somebody got shot in the head. And I said, this is how it's gonna happen. Somebody
Do
gonna
you
be
know I just found out that like a lot of deaths happen during basic training?
yes.
I was like, what? So
Yes. All
your
right, now
dream.
go ahead, my dream.
So it was interesting. Several things was interesting. It says that you had like grass seeds in your hair,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which could be a moment of growth, like literally. And then I think you crawling could represent you going into the military and like
Okay.
crossing over into adulthood. And so at that age, you became a different person, and part of you did die, ma. The
That's
person you were
that's
in OC is not the person you know what I mean, when you hit the
that's
military.
how that's what I thought too. As years went by, I said that is exactly what that was. I
Mhm.
said I said the old Kathy died,
Mhm.
and
Because
the
you
new
joined at
one,
18.
right, because I said because the Kathy that I was as a child would not have survived as an adult, or
Mhm.
it was like I couldn't be naive and dumb anymore. I had to. I you know I you know how when you leave your parents
Mhm.
and the things that you used to do you couldn't do anymore. I am now the adult.
Mhm.
I had a child, but I was still living in my parents' house, so they were pretty much the adults still. But
Mhm.
but but me, as I was like, when I went to basic training, I was now the adult. So I was
Mhm.
responsible for me and my child's,
Mhm.
life.
And I
That's how
and
I
I
knew.
also think it's interesting that the seeds were in your hair, which
Hmm.
represents the crown chakra. So it is that like adult mentality. You know what I mean? Like that growing of the brain, the growing of the way you're seeing things and stuff like that. So you actually go through that transition where you're crawling from this area, going on the side of the bridge, and then going to the other area. So and then in tarot, the graveyard would be like a sign of death, but with death comes new life. So I thought it was pretty interesting.
I will tell you this: as I was okay, so as I was crossing, you know, I was I was crossing to the light. And then when I got to the light, I looked back and there was light behind me.
Mm.
So, but when I got there, it felt like it did on the other side. It was dark then, and I turned back and looked, and it's not even like light. You know how you can see like what is it called? Like light pollution?
Mhm.
That's what it was. It
Okay.
was, I mean, because whenever I was on either side, I couldn't see the light when I was there.
Mhm.
When
Mhm.
I got to the other side, I could see the light back where I was. But when I was,
Mm.
you understand? So
Yeah.
I'm thinking that it's like you don't understand that where you were was light or was a good thing or was
And then also like you're always looking back at what you don't have instead of appreciating what you do have. And so that's why
exactly
you can't see the light where you are. You can only see the light like, oh, if I get this is this place. Oh, well, it was
right.
great back then. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly right. And that's what I felt like. I like you said, whenever you're going through what you're going through, you feel like because when we were in that trailer, we didn't, we had fun and made the best, but it was always, oh, but we got to get a house. We got to
Mhm.
have this. We got to have this.
I mean,
And
that trailer was falling apart actively
it
while we
it
were in
was
it.
they,
Yeah.
it was falling apart.
Yeah.
But like now we sit back and think, oh, we had such a good time there.
I mean, I knew I was having a good time when it was happening, except for when I would wake up and there were scorpions in the bed with me. You remember this? Where I don't even know where they were coming from.
Me either. And you were the only person they were in their bed.
Yes, which was wild. But like all of my friends would come over and spend the night, and they would. My it was so small, like we couldn't even fit in my room, so we just lay in the living room. And also, that's where the
Re-
AC was.
remember you boycotted your room and
Because
slept on
I
the sofa?
couldn't, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it any
No, no,
longer.
no, this is what you told me. You said the room is too small. And I said, this is it. And you said, if I can stand from my door and jump into my bed, and then if I can stand on my bed and jump to the door, it is too small.
And it wasn't even a jump. Because I'm not a jumper. I've never been a jumper. It was a walk, like
It was
one
not a
step.
walk.
It was one
No
step,
way.
my
I'm so
one
old.
step. I was like, what is this?
But
But
then
I
why
just
couldn't you keep it clean?
because it was too small. I had too
Oh,
much stuff, way too much. Even my room now, I'd be like, girl, because my apartment is tiny.
listen, I remember your grandmama used to come over and clean the room. She's like, because you know how mom was. She was like, did you help that baby clean her room? Because the last time I was there, it was dirty. I said, no, mama, she is old enough to clean. I'll be there Saturday morning. I'm
But one
like,
thing I loved about that room, and I've been listening to people talk about like the rhetoric surrounding like their autonomy. One thing I loved about that room is we could write on the wall. And so I had the wall where all my friends had signed it, and we made it look
yeah,
really cool with the paint on it.
yeah.
So I did love that part. So it did become like like a 90s street scene, you know what I mean? Like where it's like really cool things happening. So I did love that. And I think that's probably why whenever I dream of that, I think of like it as my foundation. And I dream of the house, but it's not necessarily the foundation. So, but like that's typically the foundation place. But yeah, I did boycott it. And then we put the little love seat in there and I was back in there again. I slept on a love seat because my twin bed was way too big. But the love
No,
seat couch
remember
was
we
better.
didn't we get a day bed? Is that what you're
Mm-mm.
calling the love seat? Danielle was a
No, it was
day
literally.
bed
I thought it was literally no, because it never folded out.
because you didn't want it to fold out. You said the
There was
room
no
was too
room.
small. See,
room.
it was not a love seat. Oh my god,
Uh,
it was a day bed.
Interesting. Yeah. So, but I still ended up sleeping on that when it was all said and done. But yeah, so I love that place. So there was your 18 dream. So,
How about yours?
I'm
What's
trying to
another?
come to. Oh, what's the metaphor for mine?
Yeah.
Um, Honestly, I think it's probably just a signature or a symbolism for the way in which I have to navigate the world as a Black woman, like something that David probably doesn't understand.
And David can help you with it.
Exactly, exactly, because we talk about that a lot. Where he'll say something like, "David, I'm a Black woman, I can't do that," or like he'll talk about something. I'm like, "Yeah, but I have to make sure they're Black." Like even when I'm traveling, and he'll say like, "Oh, you should go here." I'm like, "But are they Black friendly though?" So
Right.
it could have been that of like understanding that the role of protector can't be his job when it comes to certain instances, especially if I'm going through life alone.
Right.
So
But you okay, but I know you probably weren't going to talk about this dream, but
mm-hmm.
remember when your eyes were blue?
But that's not my dream. That's his dream.
Oh, I thought it
Does he
was
want to tell?
you.
No, that was his dream. He called me terrified in the middle of the night.
I love it. But
Is he home?
yeah, he's playing video
Oh,
games.
I was gonna say he can tell his dream story on here about me being pregnant, which is hilarious because I didn't have a uterus at the time of this dream either.
Yes, you had a uterus.
I
Yes, you
thought this
did.
dream happened. It was in
Mm-mm.
2017. Oh, I still had a uterus.
No, it
Oh, but it
was
didn't work.
early. Right.
But it didn't work. Yeah, yeah. I was like, bro, if they do that, we gonna be rich. I'm about to be rich. Okay, so my next dream, I'm trying to see. Do I want a demon dream
Ooh.
or do I want? Let me go through my dream journal. You tell your second one. I'm gonna go through my dream journal real quick.
Um, I'm folding clothes, so if you see things behind me, I'm folding. Attention deficit disorder. Sorry. My next dream. I'm not gonna give you the one that you want yet. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
I'm not gonna give you that one yet. So Mama was living, and I had just started working at Shands.
Mhm.
So you were really little, and I remember our old house was like a wooden shotgun house where you can stand at the front door, look all the way through.
Yes.
And I remember that I was going, I was in the house, and you and Brandon were in the house, and Mama told me I had to go on the porch and get something. And when I got to the porch, you know how you can like the boards aren't put all the way together,
Mhm. And there's like
and you
little
can,
cracks.
yeah, little cracks. Well, I
Mhm.
could see snakes down there. Snakes were like hissing and like striking at me. And
Mhm.
I remember I looked at Mama for her to help me, and she said, I can't help you with this. You're going to have to do this on your own.
Mm.
And so when I woke up, I told her about it, and she said, Kathy, the dream was exactly what you said. She's like, there's enemies around you. She said, but I won't be able to help you with this. This is going to have to
Mhm.
be something you do on your own.
Mm.
And I
Yeah.
was just like,
And again, the porch represents going out into the world.
oh, I didn't even think of it like that.
Because like that's how you exit your foundation or you leave home. You go through the porch. So again, that's that transition. So your dreams seem to be a lot about transition.
I need to transition, learn about, need to be like math under there trying to grab
There
me.
you go. Not the letters and the numbers. They're all
Oh
coming for
no.
me.
Give me the snakes. Give me the snakes back.
Okay, so I just saw a dream. Well, I just thought of a dream. Um, I'm gonna try not to say anyone's name in the dream, but this dream I woke up in tears because of the way it played out. So my dreams are wild. They have soundtracks and everything. Like literally, I'll wake up and I'll write the songs for the dream. So I have like things in my phone that says like FS, which is like first songs. And so I have
Mhm.
11 of them. I have like about 60 songs on each soundtrack until I open another one. So this dream was a few years ago, and actually ended up writing a poem and a song about it because it was just so jarring. Um, so the dream starts out where, oh, actually, I have it here, the bear. Oh, that wasn't a nightmare though. That was a beautiful dream. Okay, so I have the notes here.
You have
So it,
notes about your dreams?
yeah, I actually record my dreams when I wake up, and I'll write notes or I do video
I
recordings.
remember you told me that years
Yeah.
ago.
So that's what all the 1,145 notes are. It's me. It's my dreams. So if I have multiple a night, I'll like just keep them all together. So this one is the bear in the storage unit. So it's so cool because I hang out with my friends and I'm a waitress at this diner. And so all of my friends are always waitresses too. And it's like in a suite in like a high rise, and there's a
Hmm.
restaurant there. And so every day I hang out with the waitresses, but also every day I go to the storage unit to like say hey to this bear, and he always has his like storage unit up saying hey to me. And there's another dog that's always like barking at the bear, and that's kind of like the thing we do every day. Like it's a literal bear, and I'm like, hey bear, and he's like, hey, how you doing? And he's always talking about going
So
fishing.
he could talk?
Yes. And he's always talking about going fishing. I don't know if he actually ever goes fishing because I know that every time I go by the storage unit, he's there waiting for me to say hey to
Okay,
him.
question. Was it
And
any, was it like a real bear? Was it like one of your teddy bears that was full
it's a
grown?
real bear. It's a real bear.
But it didn't
I
look like any of your teddy bears.
it's a real bear. It's a real
Okay.
brown bear. Yeah. Just like, and he's even dressed up like a fly fisherman. So he has a hat on, he has the vest on. And then the one day he actually did go out to fish, although most days he was like happily chatting me up and staying in. He didn't really fish. And so like every morning he would make sure to have his door unit up so I could speak to him. And so like this went on for years in the dream. So like I can literally see time going by and we're doing this ritual. And it's like, you ever had like, it's someone you're very familiar with. You can feel like the heart space with them in the
Yeah.
dream. I
Hmm.
don't know who he is. Well, I know who he is in real life, I guess the representation. Um, so then
Can you
one
give
more,
me
no,
initials?
I'm still in here. No problem. Um, what did you say, Ma?
Can you give me initials?
Yeah, Ma. You know this person.
Okay.
Ma, this is my left hand. What's on your left hand, Ma?
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Um.
Listen, I'm thinking W.
No, Ma. What? I be forgetting. You don't be doing symbols and all that.
No,
Okay.
the metaphor was
Um.
not metaphoring.
So one morning, I go to a storage unit and the door isn't up, and I'm banging away. I'm banging away. And the storage unit is not opening. He's not there. And so I finally like fling the door open and I see him like laying on the floor. His eyes are bloodshot and is almost devoid of life. And then like I just scream and I start yelling like this is what love looks like. And I'm just yelling it, yelling it, yelling it. And I don't understand why he's dying. And I'm literally holding him and he like dies in my arms. and like I can feel like all the love I've had towards this bear, and then I wake up and like my heart is literally still hurting. I'm still like in tears, and I'm like, what just happened here? And like it took me a while to go back to sleep because I'm like, I just had this whole dynamic with this bear for a year, and like all of my bleachers friends would say hi, and then he was just stripped away, and like I see him die before my eyes. I'm holding a dead bear in my hand, and like it sounds crazy because it's a bear, but at the same time, I don't know like how this bear like I don't know. I don't even know how he died. Maybe he was just old. I don't know. But I remember saying as I was yelling like, "Oh my God, why? This is what love looks like." And it was me holding him while he died.
Mm,
I know.
okay.
That's wild. I don't know the metaphors. I don't got none of them for you on that one.
You really?
Mm-mm. Nope. Mine's your
Okay.
turn. You metaphor. What do you think it's about?
I mean, the whole I is what is it? Is this what love, or what did you say?
I
This
said
is
this
what.
is what love looks like, but it was me and the bear. And in that moment, I don't think it was that person, but it was definitely a bond, like that type of connection. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Well,
So yeah.
definitely the bear was somebody that you loved and cared about, and that
Hmm.
you
But why was
expected.
he dressed like a fisherman? And why did he live in a storage unit?
But the storage unit just represented something that you were passing by every day. That
Hmm.
something that just became like a norm for you.
Hmm.
You were used to seeing him. You expected him every day. It
Hmm.
just, um how it
Like
is
when we
when
used to see Miss Eva on the porch, like,
that
"Hey, Miss
you took
Eva."
my word. Yes, you took. That's exactly. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, like you
Hmm.
see it, you're like, hey. And even now, when we pass by the house,
You throw your hand up because you don't want her to be like, "I saw Kathy," even though
and
she's
she
been
ain't
dead for
saying
like
that.
a long
Yes,
time. Yeah.
yes, because I remember she would say, "Yeah, I seen them kids came home from school and they ain't even speak." It's like we ain't even
Hmm.
see her on that porch,
Because the porch
and
be dark.
yeah, and the porch is dark all the
Hmm.
time, no matter how hot the sun was. But I feel like that was somebody that you expected always to be there,
Hmm.
and something happened and they weren't. I don't know
Hmm.
it, I don't know if it was I don't know if he was dead from the love stopped. I don't know if he was dead from illness, but
Hmm.
it ended up being dead to you.
Hmm. Hmm. Ooh, I like that. It was dead to me. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. What's your last one, Ma? You got several to choose from.
So this is the last. Is time already gone by that fast?
Yeah, mine's already 6:35.
Okay, I'll tell the one you want me to tell.
Wait, which one? You gonna tell Snoop or No Country?
Oh my gosh! All right, this I got to say this one real quick.
All right, go
Okay,
ahead.
so you were cheering,
Mm,
and I think that we had listened to that music. How many times do you have to listen to
so
that
much.
music?
Yeah.
So many times, and it
That
was
was it that one?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
and
remember not me doing the routine to it.
it had gotten to the point where we would sit there for hours and hours
Mhm.
and hours and listen to what y'all doing the routine, and I probably and it was just stuck in my head, so I went to
Mhm.
sleep, and I dreamt that you were still like 12 years old, 12, 13
Mhm.
years old, and Snoop came in and said, Snoop Dogg, need everybody to understand that Snoop Dogg said, I want her. And I said, you can't have my baby. She ain't not but 12 years old, 12, 13 years old. And you was
Mhm.
like, Ma, I want to go with him. I said, you don't understand what this man gonna do to you. And I said, you can't. And you was like, Ma, but I like him. And he was like, oh, I'm
And I, by the
taking.
way, do not like him.
Right. But he was like, no, I'm taking her. And you just
Mhm.
walked away, and I could not. I was like trying to grab on y'all, and I could hear that song in my head, but it wasn't that do do. it was it was like a nasty song, but because
Mhm.
I can't even stand to hear it now.
Was it like back at when he first came out and we was first bumping him? Like we used
Mm,
to come on late at night type energy?
I don't know, but I will listen as soon as we hang up.
Was it
I will.
rolling down the street, smoking, sipping on
Yes,
Xanax? Laid
lay
back.
back.
Yeah,
And I
because
was like,
because
my
of the
baby
because of
don't need
the
no.
condoms is what remember when he like
Yes,
had to
yes. I was just like, this is my baby. This is you can't. It just it really honestly it.
you was heated. You was so mad.
I was so upset, and that you would just be, but I like him. I don't care what you like.
Oh goodness,
This is
that's
a grown.
hilarious.
This is. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a grown ass man,
It
and
was.
you. I was, but you were just. You have. Mm, I know it's been 50 years, but it still just broke my heart. It just. I mean, and as a mom, I can't stop you because this this very rich man is like escorting you in his little dog pound or whatever the hell they were, and
Literally,
they
that's I think that's what they called it.
is it,
Yeah.
and you're getting in, you're like walking off and like getting it, and it wasn't like a limo, it was like a truck limo, and I just
Mm.
remember, and
At
your
least I
little
had
legs.
class. Okay, girl. You got a truck limo. Not a limo, but a truck
That
limo.
ain't even funny. That
It's a truck limo. I could just see me like he was probably like, "What? Don't get in the truck limo." And I was like, "It's a truck limo. Like it's classy."
and you were so little and jumping in the truck, and I'm like, but don't you see she's a baby? She's like 12, 13. Oh my god, my baby. Yes. And I woke up, I was mad at you too. I was like, I will never listen to and to this day, before, I don't even know if they had did the whole Doberman pincher thing, but every time I see him, that's all I see is a Doberman pincher. He is a
That's
dog.
hilarious. He literally looks like. But I mean, because that's he did do that in one of his videos where he morphed into a Doberman pigeon, like back in the
But
day.
like I'm saying, I don't know if it was then or
Mm-hmm.
back then, but in my head, that is what I saw.
That's
Just
hilarious.
a
All right, now you got
Doberman
to tell the
pincher.
one I want you to tell.
No, you got to do one in between. Go ahead,
I'm
real
trying to
quick.
figure out. I'm trying to. I have so many. I got so many to choose from. Do you want another where I'm an animal this go around?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one was sad too. And so keep in mind, like when I dream, I dream in a way that the dream like shows years past. Ooh, no, I'm gonna go with the one where I found out it was my accountant.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going with that one. Okay, so I'm going with that one. So my accountant has the same exact name. Well, my last accountant has the same exact name as my dead roommate. Okay, I ain't gonna put this man business out there. The same exact name. I got this accountant during the pandemic, so I'd never seen this man in person. So keep that in mind, right? So in the dream starts out. I'm laying in my bed in my last place where I stayed, and I stayed there with my former roommate, the one who has the same last name. He's dead now, but I stayed there, and my accountant looked like an older version of my roommate in the dream. My roommate died; he was only like 43, but in the dream, this guy looks like he's like in his 60s, and he keeps coming through my window to try and get me while I'm sleeping. And so there's this thing that I do in my dreams where I can see myself, but I can't actually move myself until like I wake me up in the dream. So like Danielle here is sleeping, but Danielle here can see Danielle sleeping and wake up. And so this man is stalking me. And so I ended up having to like move somewhere completely different, live a completely different life. And so I'm living in this container community. It's amazing because I've always wanted one, but I'm here with my besties. So like I have roommates and we're all living together. And this man, this is 10 years later in the dream. The dream has showed me 10 years that went by. And so we're 10 years later. I'm with my besties living together, and we have like 10 different locks on our door. Like we're that serious. And so at any time, no one outside of us knows which ones are going to be locked, which ones are going to be unlocked. And there's literally padlocks and codes. But we know like every day, like we're going to lock 2, 3, and 7. Like randomly, we'll know. So that way, when you're trying to come in, you know which locks to open. So we're all hanging out, we're having a good time. And then there is this huge bulldozer, what's it, like a forklift that comes and
Mm-hmm.
lifts off one of our containers and open, like it exposes our home. This is this man. It's him. And I'm like, oh my God, how did he find me? Found, realized my roommate's been working for him the entire time. They sold me out to this man. And so I wake up in the dream with him in the forklift, like literally demolishing our home, like telling me, like, so you gonna come out now? And so then I see my real accountant in person for the first time after the pandemic. Well, after, because we in Florida, we know there's really no after. Why is this man exactly the person from the dream?
And you still do business with him?
I have not, and that's, I need to do my taxes because after that I was terrified. I was like, I don't know, man. Yeah, it was the exact same man. I walked into this man's office to hand him my tax papers, and I was like, exactly the man from the dream. Terrifying.
That, that is funny.
Hmm.
That is
I was
funny.
terrified. I was terrified.
Okay, so what does that mean? Stay away from the tax man?
Listen, I don't even know because it's so crazy because that roommate was like someone who helped me like navigate or make a difficult time very easy.
Right.
Like both the divorce and the pandemic, we had such a great time during that time, right? To the point where like whenever they needed organs, I was like, bro, I'll take care of you, don't worry. So like it was just such a weird spin to see like that person now like stalking me. Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna do it.
go ahead.
Why are you laughing already?
No, I'm excited. This is my favorite dream.
Okay, so years and years ago, David wanted to watch the movie No Country for Old Men. I didn't want to watch it, but I'm married, so sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do. So we sit there and watch this movie, and this movie horrified me to my core. Horrified me. This man was killing people. They had taken his money, and he was killing people. You know
Mm-hmm.
what? I probably need to go back and watch it again because it just, or maybe I don't. But anyway, so I go to sleep after we've watched this movie, and I dream that because at the time I worked at the prison. I'm at the prison. My car is already in the parking lot, but as I step out the prison, my husband pulls up really fast and say, "Get in." And I said, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "Get in. We on the run." I said, "Why are we on the run?" Because I took that man's money. Oh my gosh. I almost backed up in the dream, but I was like, I gotta go with him, and I'm like, oh, I don't. So we are running, and he tells me he just gassed up, but then I look at the gas tank and it's empty, and I'm like, you ain't gassed up. I don't know what you was doing. And this man is at the prison that I work with. There's like a long like U-shaped driveway, and we're at the top of the U. So I'm jumping in the car because okay, there he's going to say that I know him and he's going to kill me because if I say I don't know who it is, or I don't know where he's going, he ain't gonna believe me. He gonna kill me anyway to try to get him to come back. So I got to get in the car anyway, the truck anyway. So he drives off. David drives off, and the man is following us, and we're like 3 cars ahead of him. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, he's gonna shoot through these cars. So I tell David to turn off down the dirt road. We don't know these dirt roads. I'm hoping that this man don't know 'em, but he is like right behind us. And we are running and we like do like the dumbest things. Like we get out the truck and like run through people's houses and then get in the truck. I don't know how the truck ended up on the after the like in the back of the people's house. It was just so stressful, so crazy. Why you laughing? But it was like we were
Because you
doing.
woke up mad at David.
Oh my God, I was
He just
so
be
mad.
getting the worst of us when we wake up.
I was so mad at him. And he's like, "Why are you mad?" I said, "Because you stole that man's money." And he's like, "I would never steal his money." I was like, "Yeah, that's what I thought, but you stole it. You stole it, and we had to go on the run. I couldn't even get my children, but not that I wanted my children to be a part of the running." And if anybody has seen it, he has like this stick and he like can put it up against your head. And I don't know if it was like one of those things that they use on cows or if it was a
Oh, like
bullet.
a cattle prod.
No, no, Danielle, he put it on your head and it puts a hole
Oh, like a
through you.
stamp.
It
Oh.
puts a hole through your head.
Oh, I got you. I got you. So like to kill the cow.
Yes, and
Yeah.
that's what I was just like, I do not want to die like this. I don't want to die, but to you put that thing up against my head, and that is all that I kept seeing in my head. And as he's chasing us, and he was like Jason, he would be on foot, but he would be taking like two steps, and we would be running like sprinting, and he would still be like right behind us. Oh my gosh, it upset me so much that he would put our lives in jeopardy for I don't care how much money it was. I
Yeah, no.
honestly, I mean, we on the run now because we done stole. You saw the movie like I saw the
You'd
movie.
be like, no, you on the run. I ain't stole
That's
nothing.
what. That's why when the man was pulling into the driveway, I was like, he gonna see me talking to him, and he's gonna. And I kept thinking, should I run back in the prison? Could he? Can he get in the prison? How long I got to stay in the prison for him
Before
to
he can get
leave?
it.
Yes,
That man ain't leaving. That's money.
right. But then,
I like
but
how
I
you going
was.
through this all this like you sleep, but your brain is like, but wait a minute, the logistics. What is it?
Yeah, you don't. We done seen. We watched this movie for 2 hours, and you doing some mess like this. How?
But that's funny because that is so granddaddy. How granddaddy said he couldn't watch scary movies because he had dreams that he was in them.
Yes,
That
that's
was
why
so
he.
granddaddy. That's so
And
granddaddy.
he would not watch a scary movie to save
At
his
all.
life.
At all. That's hilarious. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do my last one as a demon dream. So
Okay.
like well not anymore, which is funny. But like in the like years ago, about
Yes.
once a month
Well,
I would be
well,
having
wait a minute. Daniel was going to ask if you wanted to do your dream, your nightmare.
where I was
Remember of
with the
her
blue eyes.
when she was with blue eyes? No, we're doing the podcast, and she want to know if you want to do yours.
Your dream. It's nightmares theme.
We're well. This is the
This is the only
nightmares.
one about
This is the
nightmares.
nightmares. You want to give your?
No pressure. No pressure last second.
Come on.
Yeah,
All
so.
pressure. Get in here.
Oh my god.
Hold on. Okay.
You are actually podcasting this.
Yes.
Messing about.
Right
I
now. It's
said
happening right now.
I'm doing laundry. This is real life.
And
This
I'm in my
real.
office because I was grading papers.
Yeah, Danielle was great. This real life.
All
Okay.
right, tell your dream.
Okay, so this has been a long while back.
Hold it.
But I remember something to the effect where you were kidnapped. You didn't
Yes.
have any idea where you were. I just lost you. You still there, Danielle?
I'm here.
So
Sorry, I'm here. Go ahead.
they didn't want me to tell it, I guess.
You good.
And I don't remember how, I wish I did. That's why I said I need to do some recall. I don't remember how I found out where you were, but
Did she
It
call
was
you?
definitely a taken situation. Yeah, I called
it
you.
was
I
totally
finally got
taken. It was
away.
totally
Yeah.
taken.
I finally got away from them and I was able to call you and tell you where I
That's
was.
right. You did call me. Even your mom
Mhm.
said, didn't she call you? And so anyway, yeah, my
I'm in
amazing
Russia.
gifted get into Russian through Russian custody and customs and all that, just speak no Russian, but I end up in Russia finding out where you're at. And like it was a Russian mafia leader, like a Don or whatever, like the Godfather. And somehow, and we blinked out again. I don't know if means I'm going
I
off.
can still hear you though.
Oh, okay. So and somehow when I finally do find you, you are like
Pregnant.
super pregnant, like you're like 18 months pregnant. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, I was like, there's no way a human being can be this pregnant and still be not having a baby. And all I know is you're in the bathtub when I when I finally get there, and I have to kind of do the around the corner thing, like, "Hey, I'm here," or something like that, to get you ready to go. And your eyes were blue, like sapphire blue, like almost the color of blue that you have on top of your head, except for maybe
Like
more
crystal,
like a crystally.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I somehow developed these amazing powers
Taking
with
skills. Have a
weapons.
specific set of skills.
I was grabbing weapons that I'd never seen before, and locking and loading and just killing the crap out of bad guys.
but you were trying to
And
carry. You were
oh
trying.
yeah, oh my God, I was trying to carry you. And I just remember in this dream, I'm like, there is no way I can carry this woman. This woman is like got 4 children inside her, and I'm carrying her. And everybody knows me, knows my history with my back. So I was, but well, we managed to pull it off though. And I remember I just, it was a totally, was that Leslie? Is his name Leslie Neeson?
No,
Liam
Liam.
Neeson.
Liam, yeah, why'd I say Leslie? Jesus, yeah, showing my age. Liam Neeson. It was total. It was just like I had, minus the weird pregnancy, demonic. I guess maybe you could say demonic. I'm not sure, but the mafia leader getting Danielle impregnated and with the crazy blue eyes, but we got away. So, but I do remember waking up, and now it sounds really funny. It sounds, like it was all fun and games. So I remember waking up being very panicked,
And calling you.
out of breath, calling Danielle, making sure she was
Mhm.
okay, like still in the country. Not that like I could, you know, I don't know. Maybe I could pull that off. I don't. I guess it depends on your determination. But I was distraught. I know, as silly as that sounds, I was distraught. And then she's like, "I'm fine. I'm right here. What's wrong with you?"
I was so confused.
Plays everything down and everything. So yeah. So I was confused too because I didn't realize I could pull off all that stuff. I was, apparently I was in my subconscious. I'm extremely athletic and gifted with weaponry, and very
And
protective.
jujitsu
Like would
and
kill the crap out of anybody that messes with my daughter.
you were like John Wick.
So yeah, I was minus like making the bullets go around the corner. I was doing the doggone thing with the weapons and stuff. Are you still there?
Hilarious.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with my camera.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's not liking me. Maybe it's my glasses that doesn't like my glasses.
No, baby, it's her
I
camera.
have a certain set of skills.
It's my camera.
Did you realize that?
Daniel, did you
Yeah,
hear
you have a
that?
certain set of skills. I heard him.
Hey,
So anyway, that's my story. It ended up being more funny than horrific, but
well, it was horrific to
You was
you.
terrified. Yes,
Oh
you
yeah,
were
I
definitely
was.
terrified.
It woke me up, and I think I immediately called you, or it was really close after I had the dream.
You definitely immediately called me
So,
Because you were
to tell me what
still,
happened.
because he was still upset. Very
yeah,
upset.
I wish I would have. It was one of those
Yes.
deals where I wish I would have completely written everything down because little bits and pieces. Every once in a while, I'll think about it and I'll remember something. It was so extremely detailed. That's what really
was so
stuck out because
real.
I'm not that dreamer. I'm somebody who might dream. I think we all dream. Your subconscious still goes while you're sleeping, but I'm not usually the one to remember too many of my dreams unless it's terrifying. But this one was terrifying to me, and it was also so vividly realistic. It was very in my mind made it very real. I mean, down to little details. Like the palatial Russian. I don't know if it was a hotel or like a mini castle, but where you were being held at was very, suave. It was very bougie, and
And you know what is so funny is
I can
that
remember like red carpets and
he's told this story so much until I have. It's like I have. Yes.
please, like your daddy in the woods and the witch thing that whooped all the dogs' butts and
Oh,
No,
we did
baby.
that last
why
week.
did you shoot
That was
me,
last.
little
No,
boy, or something like
no,
that?
no, baby. I told him.
I can make myself scared thinking about that going out to crank my truck up in the morning when I hear the hoot owl. We got a lot of owls in this neighborhood, and that'll be like one of the first stories I'm thinking about. I'm like, why am I thinking about this story? It's like a chupacabra. Anyway, that's my story.
It says this meeting is being
Yeah, I had to change to my phone because my computer was being weird.
Okay, so So David, I told her about the one about the what is it? No Country
The
for
No
Old
Country for
Men.
Old Men.
Remember?
Oh God, yes. Did you ever see that movie?
Have you ever seen the movie?
I saw the movie.
To me, the way he was so casual about taking
Killing.
people's lives
What was the thing he
made
was
him.
shooting at
It
people's
was
head?
it was an air gun that he had
See?
a pneumatic. It was a pneumatic gun that he had put an end on, and it would just pop right through your skull. But the thing that the best and most creepy part of that movie to me was where he's telling the guy to flip the coin, and the guy keeps going, "Why do I need to flip the coin?" He's like, "It's really important. You don't understand significance. You need to flip this coin." And they start getting in this conversation back and forth. And at first, the guy is like, "Well, I'm not flipping the coin unless I know what the." And he's like, "Well, if you don't flip the coin, the outcome is going to be the same as if you got tails. The bad outcome." So he flipped the coin and got heads, and you know, what's his name? What's the guy's name?
I don't know his name.
So anyway, the character walks away and says, "You're lucky," or something like that. Go home and kiss your wife, or something like that. But he was telling him he had an insignificant life, and that's why he needed to flip the coin. And
And meanwhile, you was like, I should steal from this man.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you should it pissed me off so bad.
I still don't remember why I stole from the man. I don't remember any of that.
It was
So.
money.
We on the run. Why we on the run? Because I stole his money.
Oh yeah. So she
God.
I totally do Taken with you, and she totally does No Country for Old Men with me. Because that's what's his name did.
Who?
Oh,
the guy in isn't it Javier Bardem?
Yeah, but that's the bad guy. He's the assassin. But
Yeah.
but the guy who played Apocalypse, or not Apocalypse, Snap the Finger.
Thanos.
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin stole from the Mexican mob, and they brought in your boy, the name that you just said, to get the money back and to kill everybody who had been involved or was even related to Josh Brolin's
Well, and y'all
character.
was part of everybody that was going to be killed.
Well, yes, and you would have been too.
In the movie,
I ain't still nothing.
In the movie, Javier, he kills every effing buddy that was involved. Kids, it didn't matter.
Oh,
I think he shoot. I think he. I think he even shoots the dog. If I remember.
How did I get into this?
Yeah, even the dog got it. So
it was horrible, Daniel.
It was. You have to really go back and watch it because it's truly got this.
When Tommy Lee Jones like the police?
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones is the police, but he's not very effective.
Right.
And he wasn't like he was on U.S. Marshals.
No.
But yeah, just when you really sit down and watch it, it's got this menace to it, and it's it's a neoclassical Western.
Oh
like
Lord,
a modern Western. And,
okay,
Mama, when you said neoclassical, she's gonna be like, I don't know what that means.
Oh well. Anyway,
tell me later.
I'll tell you later. But anyway, that's my story, and I hope it was good. And thank you for allowing me to participate.
Of course. And look, it was a very tame topic, so nothing scary.
Yeah, and you notice how I kept my language very nice and.
Listen, Mama done cuss. Every podcast I'm on, other people be cussing.
No, I didn't cuss. I didn't cuss at all. You can go back and read all the transcription.
Listen.
I said the F-bomb. I didn't even cuss.
I mean, listen, because we were talking about Snoop Dogg, so.
Oh, it's hard not to cuss.
Yes.
If you're talking about
Snoop Dogg
songs, yeah, he make you cuss. He'll bring it out in you.
Yeah, because he was trying to take my daughter away from me.
Oh Lord, I remember.
And when she would he remembers it.
She hated him for a long time.
A very long time. I still don't like him that much anyway.
Why?
Because he was trying to take my 12, 13-year-old baby from me.
You're so silly.
And probably just have sex with her and smoke pot the whole time.
And keep her high.
Yeah, keep her high and drunk.
And 9 months pregnant.
Thank you.
18 months pregnant.
I just put all the dreams together. That's wild.
All right, I love you guys. I'm gonna step into the kitchen for a minute. Love you. Thank you for allowing me to participate.
Of course. All right, my last dream is a demon dream. So back to what I was saying. So for a while, every week I was having a dream about me fighting some sort of demon, and we had a pastor who taught us how to fight the demon from a Christian perspective.
Hold on, air fryer.
Okay. So now, since I'm no longer a Christian, I don't fight from a Christian perspective, and I haven't had any demons on me. But in this particular dream, I was working in a lab. So there's this place I go in my dream that is both, well, it's a lab, it's a hospital, it's also a school, and it's like a place to stay. I've been to this place in my dreams multiple times. So I'm working in this lab with these two women. One woman is Hispanic, and I can't tell. I think the other woman's white. So we're working in this lab, and at one point we're in the lab. She like takes my blood or something because it's gonna go with what we're working on, right? And so I roam around the rest of the building, and I end up coming back to the lab. And then when we go back to the lab, something goes down. I have it in my dream journal, but I'm using my phone now, so I can't like look back at the notes. But something goes down, and I am being attacked by this little demon with blonde hair, and it immediately runs up my body and just starts attacking my head. And like in real life, I can feel like teeth in my scalp. And so I'm trying to banish it, and it's already killed the other two women I'm in the room with. And so I'm trying to banish it. And so I finally banish it by telling my spirit team to get on it. Like I'm like, spirit team, y'all gotta get this thing off of me. I wake up in real time and I can still feel the thing biting in my head. Is that not wild?
Yes, that's when a dream is too real, and you need to wake up praying.
But like I'm gonna ask you this: do you can you taste the food in your dream?
No.
Oh.
I mean, unless it's like something. I can't say that I haven't. I have taste yucky in my dream, like something that's gross.
See, I be eating,
David
and then I
said
be
he
like, "Wait, is this
tasted
gluten
blood
free?" No, I be eating all the time, and like it was so funny. I had a dream 2 days ago, and I was like, "Is this gluten free?"
in your dream.
In my
Is
dreams,
it
I
gluten
always
free?
ask if it's gluten free.
David just rolled his. I thought, oh my god.
I do that all my dreams. I'd be like, "Is this gluten free?" I don't know if I should be like. I ate a cookie like 2 weeks ago in a dream, and it wasn't gluten free. I literally spit the cookie out. It was so good, but I'm like, that don't taste gluten free. So yeah, so that's what I was. My nightmares are now me getting gluten for my nightmares.
David said he could taste blood like a fight in a dream. And getting hit in the mouth. That's
Yeah,
probably
I be tasting food.
I can taste something if it's nasty, but
And
like
can you smell in your dreams?
Yeah, I can smell.
Me too.
I can smell.
I don't know.
Smell like decomposition.
Why is everything death related with him?
Huh?
She said, "Why is
you always smell
everything death
related
related
stuff?
with you?"
Blood decomposition. What he said?
I mean, he said he ain't intended on it. I mean, have you seen him? He's wearing a skull shirt. He has
green. What is your vision today?
he has a skull shirt. He says it's green. It's military. Okay, and it has American flag on the skull. Like the skull is made of the American flag. Look at Daniel. He had. She's like. You ready? So Daniel, look.
I've seen that shirt before.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like a horrible shirt.
No.
Yeah, like mom's making it.
It's still a skull.
He's literally covered in skulls up mine.
That's what I was gonna say. He has skull tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
that's
you want to know
hilarious.
why he smells
And then be the one that's afraid of all the scary stuff, which is hilarious.
Yes.
Hilarious. So.
Okay.
So those are you had top 4 for you, top 3 for me, and then we had our first guest on the show.
Yeah.
Tell about his dream. So those are our dreams. Let's cleanse the energy so that since I ended on demons, I ain't mean to do that, y'all. Okay. Sorry, my bad. So may the viewers of this be free of the energy. May they go and come with the same energy that they came in with. And
Amen.
May our energy stay to us as well, so that nothing harms or comes near us as we travel these roads. And for the next episode, we're going to be talking about prophetic dreams.
Ooh.
So dreams that end up coming true. I think this is where you should talk about taking the baby.
Ooh. Okay.
You're like, ooh. So yeah, so those are the I have a few prophetic dreams. I have to go through, I have so many dreams.
You got to tell
I
the one about being handed the Bible,
Oh, the book.
the book.
Well, I have a better one with I was handed the book of aliens.
Ooh. Oh, I like the book.
You like the book?
Yeah, the book is good.
I didn't even tell the dream where Gabriel beat me up that night too. Threw me all around the walls of the trailer. Okay. So I don't remember you gotta tell the Bible one. I don't remember all of that.
That's when you said that God or Jesus handed you said it was Jesus handed you a book that looked like the Bible,
Mm.
and like the front of it was all written, and it was like pages in the back, and he said you're gonna write, I want you to write the rest of this.
Ooh, the responsibility is a lot. Jesus is doing the most right now. That is he's doing the most. Okay.
And that's when you kicked in like high gear. I want to say
Mm-hmm.
you're like 8 or 9, and you kicked
Mm-hmm.
in high gear with your writing.
Mm.
And then it was
Yeah. So
also during the time when that lady who was like the
oh
prophet.
yes. She was a prophetess. She was the wife of the pastor.
Yes.
She was
And
like in her
she
30s. She was in the 70s. Yeah.
yeah, and she told you that your name was gonna, like,
That
you're
my
gonna,
voice was going to inspire like a lot of people. And I was like, child, I can't sing. So we both
I
about to be in
remember.
trouble. We both about to be out here looking crazy.
Oh
But
Lord.
she wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong.
No,
Okay, so
no.
that's gonna be next week. So
Okay.
that's what we're gonna do. All right, that's it. Have a good day, everybody.
Have fun.
Okay.